stew. I got fire in the booth. I went and got the bag myself. I got tired of niggas loot. Lanes be acting, but these bitches know that I'm the main attraction. Pull up track hard, and I'm cutting off the track. Shit you wanted and I had it. I be creeping with the bags. Yeah, I hit it off my necklace, nigga. That's the chain reaction. Hey, double cupped up. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck is love? What the fuck is trust? Spinning.
I just want some money, baby, so right now I can't be sexual. Let me check my schedule. I gotta water my vegetables. My nigga got cold.
YouTube, back with another video. So, you seen my little intro before the intro. Obviously, theory, go grab up, you feel me? You're wasting your time if you ain't got none. If you're doing anything else, you're wasting your time. I mean, besides obviously watching this video. But like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, you feel me? We're going up, man. We're on our road to 2K, you feel me? We're working on that. I know what you're thinking. Like, oh, 2K, that, man, look, we working on that. We trying to get there, you hear me? So, obviously, if you're here now, if you've been here, you know that I've done reactions to a lot of New York drill disses. Shout out to NYC Drama for those putting those great videos out, that great content. So I am familiar with Rah G's. I also watched the Trap Opp Rah, Murder in Montclair, something, I forget, something in Montclair. It's a little documentary situation, and it breaks down some shit. And it also talks about him, man. I watched a lot of little drill videos, but this is from Dose of Mystery. Shout out to them, man. I did a video the other day about Bankroll Fresh, Final 24, something like that. Great video. Shout out to Dose of Mystery. If I didn't say it in that video, I'm shout y'all out now. I know I put their name in the title because that's what I'm on. So let's get into it, man. The final hours of K-Flock's Opp Rah G's, man. Let's do it.
Around 11:30 Sunday night.
And shout out to Cloud Surfers Media. You already know the vibes. Gas only, man. Gas is only, my baby. That's what we're going with for now on, you feel me? So Media created that. Gas is only. He made it funny, so we're going to get him, you feel me, the credit for that. Let's get into this video, you feel me, and gas.
By the corner of East 178th Street and Webster Avenue in the Bronx, police say two men pulled scooters up next to a cab Medrano was taking to a...
I don't think they're going to show the video, the actual clip, because it's too much.
Single mother Yvonne Medrano is in...
But I did see the actual video of what occurred on the Trap Opp Rah video. I seen the actual video on Patreon. It's crazy, man. I was like, yeah, they was on that.
The Bronx woman is now mourning the loss of her 16-year-old son, Ramon Medrano.
And I be thinking these niggas older than this, for real. He look just like her.
And Gilma, both of the suspects arrested are teens. One of them is 19.
July 11th, 2021. A young Bronx teen.
No, these videos really the shit. No bullshit, you feel me? I'm listening, like the way it come on, everything. Shout out to A Dose of Mystery, man. Go and check them out, you feel me? Got a lot of good content over there. Go check them out.
Trying to leave the gang life behind and pursue a career in the music industry as a rap artist. His name was Raymond Gil Medrano, but to his gang affiliates, he was known by the alias Rah G's. Rah G's life was plagued with trauma, but the death of the path he led came to light after his tragic end. Just hours prior, Rah G was oblivious to suspects preying on his downfall that day. After being up and about during the day, he decided to head to a friend's place to record some songs to get some work in on his career. Nighttime arrived, and it was nearing the time for him to head out. Being accustomed to the late night scene, Rah G's was outside at around 11 p.m.
Hey, real quick, people, if you're from New York, like, why do you have cars? Not because y'all can't drive or nothing of that nature, you feel me? Why, like, it's so much traffic, bro. Like, I told y'all before, I only been there one time, you feel me? The one time I went there, but I did notice, you feel me, that traffic is legit crazy. I almost got hit by a cab. Again, I was driving, I almost got hit by a cab. You feel me? A bike. I felt like the bike was gonna hit me. But whatever, that's neither here nor there, man.
getting ready to catch a cab to his friend's place after it was safer. At around 11:30, he entered a lively cab at East 178th Street and Valentine Ave in Mount Hope. Minutes later, at around 11:35,
This was the video.
the cab was at a stoplight while Ron G's was interacting with a friend on his cell phone. With their chance in sight, his pursuers got on their scooters and rode up to the passenger side of the window. The next couple of seconds, loud explosions were heard, along with shattered glass. That was the moment where the first shot blasted its way through the cab window.
Bro, it's just like, right. Hold on, I think it's about to be a commercial.
Upon which a round of other shots were let off, all hitting Rajiz in the head and chest, taking his life. Video footage exists of the shooting. However, out of respect for his family and friends, we will not show the video.
Yeah, it was giant.
From the short clip, the cab can be seen at a standstill as figures pulled up beside, ending Raji's life, and then the cab driver, ducking in fear, begins trying to get away. Paramedics would rush to the scene, taking Rajiz to St. Barnabas Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. His friend, who was on the phone at the time of his homicide, was the one who called and informed Raji's mother of what was happening.
He was on the phone with a friend when he got shot.
Yes, the friend heard the gunshot and then called my mom.
Oh my god.
It was.
It's just like, bro, y'all had to been like fake hunting dog though, like. Cause unless he was like on live or some shit like that, like how nigga just knew, you feel me, he hopped in the cab like that. And then he hopped in the cab in his hood, you feel me, probably going somewhere else. So obviously, you feel me, the ops had to been posted in your hood waiting to see what his movement was for to really figure him out, you know?
Horrific.
It's weird.
Investigations into his murder revealed things were not as black and white as a random homicide, but what appears to be a gang feud of retaliations interconnected together.
Around 11:30 Sunday night by the corner of East 178th Street and Webster Avenue in the Bronx, police say two men pulled scooters up next to a cab Medrano was taking to a recording studio. They then shot him in his head and chest.
Friends and family members were left to mourn the slain teen on the path to chasing dreams in the music industry. The pain could be heard from his mother as tears poured from her face, asking for justice for her son.
Take Final Cut Pro to the next.
That's fucked up.
Died immediately.
But why?
I don't know why. We don't know why. We don't know what happened. We just want justice.
Authorities got around to speaking to his mother, and the truth that may have led to her son Raji's passing began coming to light. It seemed the life he lived went even deeper than seen on the surface. According to reports, Gil Medrano, aka Raji's, was the target of an assassination just a year prior on July 7th, 2020.
Yeah.
In that incident,
Know
he
about
was
that.
shot in the back at Prospect Ave and Oakland Place in Crotona, leaving him in critical condition. Ironically, the shooters then also ambushed him while riding on scooters.
Damn.
So it begs the question, if it was the same individuals that returned to finish the job, whether it was due to the gang culture in the neighborhood exacting revenge on those talking to the police, or due to him being actively in a gang, Rajiz refused to cooperate with officials, leaving his shooters free from prosecution. Raji's life was hanging in the balance, but after 2 weeks of being hospitalized, he was allowed to return home, where his family nursed him back to health.
Hitting his back,
In
yeah.
that instance, his sister recalled how painful it
Definitely
was
definitely
seeing
was
him in
blessing.
that condition, but was thankful
He wasn't
he
paralyzed,
dodged
something
being
like that.
left paralyzed.
Yeah.
His family further told reporters that after going through that life-threatening experience, Rajiz began to change his life around. After his unfortunate demise upon the second attempt on his life, his sister denied any rumors that he was involved in the gang. In the eyes of the law, however,
My bad.
things appeared to be completely opposite. At the time of his passing, Rah G's was fighting legal issues for a slew of criminal activities, including 3 previous gun arrests that occurred within 90 days before his homicide. Investigation into Rah G's shooting uncovered connections to the 800 YG's gang, aka Young Gunners. And what's more, officials connected Rah G's to a previous rival gang murder that may have been the reason for the retaliation taking his life. July 11, 2021. The same day that Rah G's lost his life, another teenager, Jaryan Elliott, also lost his life to the gun. Jaryan Elliott also went by the alias J Rip and was an affiliate of YG's rivals, Sebside, which was tied to the popular Bronx rapper and alleged gang member K Flock.
Allegedly.
Hours earlier, before Rah G's lost his life, around 3:15 p.m. on East 187th Street near Prospect Ave, in the Belmont section, a black sedan pulled into view, where a male gunman emerged with gun brandished, firing at J Rip, hitting him in the ankle and chest outside the Angels Cafe. Footage captures the injured teen running into the cafe, where he collapsed and was taken to St. Barnabas Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased.
Damn.
As with Rah G's, authorities also listed J Rip as the intended target of gang retaliation. His alleged close gang affiliates, K Flock, would mourn the loss of his friend. On a clip posted to his social media, the two can be seen playing like siblings, joking around.
I'll drive you again. What I told you though. What I told you though.
In one of the captions, he ended his morning with, "Somebody's gotta pay. Ish not enough." What's even more strange about the connection between J Rip and Rah G's is that they both were connected to K Flock. One was his friend, and the other, his enemy. In fact, just over a week before the shooting incident, Rah G's would go live online with his other alleged gang affiliates, calling out K Flock.
Like, what's up? Pop out, nigga, we out here. Yo, K Flock, pop out right now as we speak, nigga. Wanna make shows, we gonna make shows too. Pop out. What my mother? Pop out right now.
The two were no strangers to each other. They often dissed and argued online. On one occasion, K Flock insinuated that his gang was responsible for the first shooting that wet up Rah G's in the back, nearly ending his life.
You know what happened. You know what happened.
You knew what happened to
Back is fucked up. He got the other pussy. You got some bullshit. You ain't do nothing. Mark is dead, man. You died that day. You died that day. You got hit.
The feud would intensify between the two.
Yo,
when Rah G's joined the fellow rivals of K Flock, Nesty Flocks, Yus G's, and Assassin G's, to release the track BTB. On the song, Rah G sends alleged shots to K Flock, making light of his friends that have died. Me and bro drive trying to catch a hit. Why? Cause ninjas always diss. How is they talking? Man's in a spliff, and your other man just got hit. Better go get up on that. That music video was seen released on YouTube on June 22nd, 2021. By the second week in July, Rah G's was no more.
Dang.
But the question...
Are you tired of not getting any YouTube views? Having no...
I don't deal with that no more, baby. Yeah.
Why did investigators connect Rah G's specifically to J Rip's shooting that occurred hours earlier? Even with the back and forth and threats between both him and K Flock wasn't mentioned at all in the investigation. Well, as it turns out, police reports would be posted stating that Rah G's was spotted at the crime scene when Elliott, aka J Rip, was gunned down. Furthermore, after Rah G's life was taken, affiliates of the slain teen would post a video online destroying the candles placed in front of J Rip's home in honor of his life.
Outside his building tonight, candles glow in the shape of his initials, J.E.
Oh, yeah. J Rip, RP my heart.
Damn.
The caption on the video stating, "We do this for Rah." This added even more evidence to the connection that investigators tied between the two murders being gang-related.
That's tough.
K-Flock, along with his affiliates, has since made certain to disrespect and mock Raji's passing in videos and on subsequent songs released. The laughter and mocking of the dead would soon be shattered by law enforcement about a week after Raji's lost his life, when they apprehended two suspects in the case. 19-year-old Mekhi Williams was arrested on multiple charges relating to the hit. The second suspect was arrested on charges of second-degree murder and criminal possession of a weapon.
And Gilma, both of the suspects arrested are teens. One of them is 19.
A senior NYPD official states that both suspects have prior arrest histories and ties to gangs in the city. The gang culture paints a picture of freedom and luxury, but oftentimes it only ends 6 feet under or in prison.
Yeah.
And it's sad that throughout the entire back and forth of retaliations and arrest, the only suspects and victims mentioned are all youngsters. On August 19th and September 10th, 2021, authorities arrested two more teens for their involvement in Raji's homicide. 19-year-old Hasib Kutz and an unidentified person were both charged with the incident, manslaughter, and gun possession charges. The details later uncovered in the planned hit showed an even more gruesome nature to the crime. Apparently, the targeted hit was as a result of a group of rival gang members. Prosecutors say a group of people, including Williams and another suspect, went searching for Gil Medrano, aka Raji's, on July 11th. One of the suspects went into a store and bought everyone masks. Him, along with Williams, then rode on the back of scooters, while Kutz and the other suspect piled into a car and circled the area, looking for Raji's. If only they used this tactical knowledge and dedication towards something more productive, maybe their lives would find a better path.
That was crazy.
It's sad
that
life is lost so young.
God damn.
And for fighting a battle that has nothing to do with neither of them, simply brainwashed into the game.
Shout out to Dose of Mystery
over incidents that occurred before
go check them out.
Were even born.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Go get it, man. Go get your theory.
Rest in peace, Raji's.
We out of here.